Hi guys, so here's a video of how I created this lovely long set. So as you can see, I have done all the prep work beforehand as always. I've applied my tips, which are the Cuccio Vamp tips, and I have done a nice clear layer, and I'm just placing a bead now of CJP's birthday suit, and I'm placing that on the nail bed area, making sure my cuticle and sidewall area are all in and nice and flush. Then I'm just using the belly of my brush just to pat that down, and the tip of my brush just to feather the edge. So I don't want a harsh line, I want it to blend really nicely, and then I'm just sweeping away any excess that I've got on the tip area. So I don't want to create too much bulk. So then I'm going to go in with CJP's Jazzberry. Eventually when I get around to it, that is. This colour, it's a really nice, like, pinky purpley, definitely an autumny kind of colour, but it's got a gorgeous glitter in there as well. The camera doesn't pick it up that well in the video, but you can see it after the set's finished. So I'm just applying that in a diagonal section. When I am doing nails like this, like I've already said, I do like to do it in sort of a diagonal motion because it just seems to flow more and elongate it more. It looks a little bit too harsh when you do straight lines across. So I'm just working nice and thin because I'm using it as a design powder, so I don't want any bulk. It's all going to be kept in clear. So you can see I'm not worrying about the blend at my client's like natural free edge area because I'm going to apply a glitter on there. So the glitter that I am going to use is from my Festive stacker from Diamond Glitters. This one's called Party Season. It's a stunning gold, and you can see that it's also got some dots in, and it has like gold dots, some like mulberry kind of colour dots, a few copper ones. It's a really nice rich mix. Like I have said before in my videos, I wanted to create a stacker what was festive but didn't scream Christmas. So this is a really nice Christmas glitter, but it can be used all year round. So I didn't want to create a stacker and then you guys to get it and then just pop it to one side, like use it for a few weeks and then pop it to one side and completely forget about it. I wanted one that you could use all year round, and I think I've nailed it, fingers crossed. But as you can see, I am just going to the same glitter again. So this is the Party Season from the stacker, and I am just popping that over the blend between the birthday suit and Jazzberry. Again, you can see it's in a nice diagonal flowy motion. So it's not stiff, it's not harsh. It's just really nice and elegant. Just patting that exactly where I want it. And then I'm just going to go in and just pick up a couple of dots because there weren't many dots on that part. This is the great thing about the stacker. If you don't want as many dots, you don't need to pick them up. But you can always dip your brush back in and just add a few. And I think that gold and the dots really complement that Jazzberry. It's like, to me, these colours are Christmassy, but like I say, they don't scream Christmas. They're not, as I've said in my other video, they're not Santa throw up. So on the ring finger, I'm going to do a extended nail bed, and I'm using CJP's birthday suit again. As I've already said, I do tend to use the same cover pink in the whole set, just so like obviously it comes together, it ties them all in nicely. Just getting rid of loose bits of glitter because it gets bloody everywhere. So what I'm doing is I've got my brush on a nice angle and I'm feathering that bead into the nail bed, and then I'm creating my smile line. So I'm just using the belly of my brush to pat it down, and I'm using the tip of my brush just to sweep it in. So I am making quite a deep smile line because obviously these nails have got some serious length to them. So I'm just manipulating that bead exactly where I want it, using the tip of the brush getting rid of more little bits of glitter. You can see my acrylic is falling a little bit, but again it's just due to temperatures in salon. First client of the day is always the worst. I'm sure you guys can feel my pain. So I'm going to pop on my cuticle bead. So I'm just getting my brush right behind that bead, tucking it right into the cuticle area, and then side walls. And then I'm going to sweep the front of this bead down. So you can see I'm only pulling the front of the bead down. I'm leaving some back there for the apex. Just making sure it's all tucked in nicely. And then just going back to my smile line and just checking that it's all in place. Like I've said previously, the more refining you do with your brush, the less you've got to do with your file. So then moving on to the middle finger, so I'm placing a small bead of birthday suit at the cuticle, tucking it in, and then I'm going to start blending this down exactly the same way as I did the little finger. So it just gives the nail bed that nice healthy glow. Obviously you can just do a clear layer, you don't have to do this, and you can do your design work at your tip, but I think doing that nice little bit of cover pink, whatever cover pink obviously you choose to use, I just think it does give it that nice healthy glow. So I'm cleaning off at my tip area because this nail is going to have a little bit of a clear aspect to it. So I just want to make sure that it is nice and clear. This time I'm going in with CJP's Loganberry. Now Loganberry is discontinued, so I do apologise that I'm using it. But I have it on good authority that they are bringing out a very similar colour to Loganberry, but I don't think it's available as of yet. Hopefully they do, because I've only got around half a pot left of this. My clients absolutely love it. So I'm just using my brush just to clean up this middle section, and then I'm just neatening up the sides of this nail and my free edge area. So you can see I've got that nice clear part. I'm just pushing this bead up just to make that clear part a little bit larger, because when I apply my glitter I don't want to fill it, if that makes sense. So I'm then going into the amazing cherry cola. I would like to thank everybody who went and ordered this glitter from my previous videos and pictures on social media. It went absolutely crazy. You guys got it out of stock 3 times in less week, I think it was about 2 weeks, if that. It is now back in stock. Fingers crossed for a while. Danielle's told me she has ordered quite a bit, but she has sold over 60 pots in 2 days. So if you want it, go and get it, because I don't know how long it's going to be in stock for. So yes, this is the gorgeous cherry cola, and I'm just placing that over the blend. So then I'm gonna now put a little bit of glitter on the edges of these 2 colours. Well, there's 1 colour, sorry, but these 2 sections. So the glitter that I have gone into is a fine wine. This is also available from my Christmas stacker. So this is a really nice fine glitter, and the colours in it match cherry cola and the party season glitter perfectly, absolutely perfectly. So I'm just placing that over the edges of the colour. So I'm just making sure it's all tucked in nicely and there's no bulk anywhere. And then I just think it needed a little bit of something else. I wasn't sold on the nail, so I went into Party Season and just picked up the small gold pieces. I didn't pick up any dots. And I just added a few little pieces, and I just think that tied that nail in then to the other nails. So I'm now going to move on to the index finger. So I'm taking a bead of birthday suit. I am placing this on in exactly the same way as I did the little finger and middle finger. So I'm just putting my tablet on charge so I'm rustling. So yeah, I'm just blending that down her nail bed area, making sure it's nice and covered, cleaning off any that I might have on the free edge area. Just giving it a good clean up. And then I'm just making sure that there's no product on her skin or anything like that. And then I'm going to go in with CJP's Loganberry. So I'm using both of the coloured acrylics that I've used earlier in the set. So I'm just going to go in with Loganberry, place it right where I've ended my cover pink colour. I'm doing this in a diagonal motion again. Just to create, just like I say, it just makes it more flowy and elegant. No harsh lines, anything like that. And then I'm going in with Jazzberry. It's all about the berries in this set apparently. So I'm just bringing that down and I'm just blending those two colours together. So I'm just making sure that it's nice and blended like I said, pushing it all into place. And then I'm going to pop a little bit of a fine wine glitter just on the very tip and then blending that into my Jazzberry. I absolutely adore that glitter. I keep changing my mind on which is my favourite out of the stacker, but at this moment in time that one's my favourite, but it probably will change before the end of the video. So don't count on that one being my favourite still. So I'm then going to go into a fine wine again, but then I'm also dipping into Party Season. And then I'm going to place that just in between the birthday suit and Loganberry colour. As you can see, I've got a nice mix of the two there. And I'm just following that same line that I have done with Loganberry. Just using the tip of my brush and really nice little movements just to push it all into place. I'm just going to go ahead and get a little bit more and just place it on. Just moving that glitter around, making sure you can't see sort of the edge of the coloured acrylic, if that makes sense. So you just want to cover the whole section. And I think that that index finger is my favourite nail from the whole set. I could most definitely wear a full set of just that nail. I actually want to do a full set of just that nail, maybe in different colours. So if anyone fancies it, comments below, get booked in. Could be a new video soon. So I'm going to move on to the thumb, and I am going to place another bead of birthday suit exactly the same way as I did on the other three nails. I'm sorry that I'm repeating myself so much in this video, but it's something that I do every day, obviously, so you are going to see me obviously doing a lot in my video, so sorry if it gets a little bit boring, but every nail is different, it just all starts off the same, if that makes sense. So just blending it down, making sure that it's not too thick because it is going to be capped in clear. I'm not worrying about any loose little bits of glitter in there because there's going to be more glitter added anyway to this nail, so there's no point in faffing around trying to get them off. Just adding a little bit more just to cover client's natural free edge. Just cleaning up my sidewall areas. And then I'm going to add some glitter now. So I am, as always, monomer crystal clear. And then I'm going into cherry cola and party season. Then I'm going to place that on at the free edge area. So right at where the end of my birthday suits come to. And I'm just covering up that harsh line. Then I'm going to go back into both glitters and place it on exactly the same place, making sure that it's nice and covered. Then I am going to bring that down one side of the free edge and up the other side of the sidewall. So we are leaving half of the free edge area nice and clear. There'll be nothing on that part, so that's your clear aspect again. So I'm going up one sidewall area, across the free edge and down, across the client's natural free edge and then down the extension free edge. So you're creating sort of a backwards S, if that makes sense. So now I'm going to go back to my extended nail bed. So this is nice and set now, so I'm going in with my 150 grit file and I'm just filing that smile line really nice and crisp and neat. I do usually cut this bit out of the video just because obviously I don't want the video to be too lengthy, but a lot of people have asked to see it, so I thought I'd leave it in just this once for you guys. So you can see that I've got my file on a 90-degree angle, it is flat against that smile line. I'm pushing against the acrylic, not down onto my client's natural nail. So I'm going to dust off any dust, and then I'm going into CJP's Loganberry. And I'm putting that the whole way around the smile line. So I'm popping that at the tip of the smile line and then I'm pushing that right down the wings. So we're going all the way down, making sure the whole smile line is covered. And then I'm using the tip of my brush just to make sure that none of my colour has gone over my smile line because this is going to be capped in crystal glass. Loganberry is a strength powder, but I'm using it as design because I'm going to add even more glitter because it's December and I can, and nobody can say anything because it's Christmas. You can tell I like Christmas. I'm very excited about it this year, very, very excited. Didn't have a great Christmas last year, so I'm making up for it this year. So I've just covered half of that free edge and then I'm going into Cherry Cola, just placing that over that line. Again, I'm ever so slightly going up one side and down the other, just to create that nice diagonal line. Just patting that into place. And I'm just going to add a tiny little bit of party season. making sure the tip of the free edge is nice and clear. Then we're going to go ahead and cap the full set using crystal glass. So as always, I'm placing the bead on at the cuticle. I'm using the tip of my brush to tease it into the cuticle area and side wall. Then I'm going to use the belly of my brush and just start walking this product down the nail. So I'm just patting and pulling it down. Just patting and pulling really patiently, just bringing that the whole way down the nail. This is when you know the temperature's got right in the salon, because it's actually, the product is actually doing what I want it to do, what it's supposed to do. So thank heavens we finally got there. So I'm just, again, just patting and pulling it, just really manipulating it. It's a great thing about CJP. Once obviously you've got your temperatures right, look at that, it's just covering absolutely perfectly. You're wanting to make sure that you have got all your glitter matte. If it's not matte and it's shiny, you know it's not capped. So I'm going to turn this nail to the side. I'm just not quite happy with the structure. I want it to be a little bit flatter, so I'm just going to pat down a little bit more. And then, because this is such a long nail, I'm going to apply a smaller bead of clear just at the apex area, just to build up ever so slightly, because you want your structure to be absolutely perfect, because this is a longer set, so it's going to be a little bit more stress on the client's natural nail. So you're just going to go ahead and cap the rest of the nails in exactly the same way, file into shape, and this is everybody's favourite part. It's the top coat. It's when your nails really come to life. Just, oh, I think that party season glitter, it's just perfect. Absolutely love it. Love, love, love. So I'm top coating as always using my Gel Bottle Links Extreme Shine top coat. It's a nice, good, thick top coat. Doesn't lose shine, doesn't dull, doesn't scratch, doesn't mark. It doesn't stain that easily as well. You've got to give it some real hammer to get it to stain. I could literally watch myself top coat these all day. I just think that cherry cola, like the Loganberry, the Jazzberry, like I just think all the colours really tie in gorgeously. And do you know what they reminded me a little bit of? Turkish Delight. I know it's going to sound really strange, but they really remind me of Turkish Delight. Which is quite strange because my client had just come back from Turkey as well. So I think maybe subconsciously she told me that and these had just happened. So I love this nail as well. The index finger was my fave, but I think this one was my second fave. So quick, simple, but it's just really striking. I love to have a clear aspect in my long nails. So top tip as well, when you're doing a clear aspect, clean underneath with a little bit of cleanse and a lint-free wipe and apply a tiny bit of cuticle oil for your pictures. So here we have the finished set. Thank you so much for watching. Please give this video a thumbs up, and if you haven't already, click subscribe to keep up to date.